Footwear for diabetics and problem-fitting feet. So why do we need specific footwear for diabetics, and what's the point of specific footwear for diabetics? So it's important that we understand why a diabetic foot is different to a normal foot or someone without diabetes. And the issue with the diabetic foot is it's more likely to get infections and amputations. So we need to limit any chance that there's any infection or amputation. So with that in mind, so when we have diabetes, when our blood sugar goes very high or very low, it damages the nerves and blood vessels. So when we damage the blood vessels and nerves in the foot, the nerves get damaged and we don't feel very well, and so the blood vessels get damaged by the high sugar, so the blood vessels we don't heal very well. So we get the situation set up where potentially a diabetic could walk outside, stand on a thorn or a prickle, not feel a little prickle in their foot, not feel the infection spreading because their nerves aren't working properly, and then because the blood vessels aren't pumping blood down there to help the tissues heal, it's more likely to get an infection, and the infection is more likely to spread into the bones of the foot. And then we're more likely to get an amputation from the infection. So with that in mind, diabetic footwear and things that we use in the podiatry clinic for a diabetic foot are all aimed around at reducing any irritation to the foot and decreasing the workload on the foot. So if we take a look at this, this is the InStride AeroStride men's. There's a few features about this shoe that are specifically designed for diabetics. So one of the areas where we usually get quite a lot of irritation or corns is when we get retracted toes. So you can imagine if we pop this shoe on our foot and we've got these toes that retract, you can actually see this nice sort of neoprene forefoot section is very flexible. So if you have an elderly mother or father or a diabetic in the family that has retracted toes or really is quite deformed forefoot, this shoe is fantastic for that because it'll fit their foot, it won't irritate their toes, and they get less corns and calluses and less chance of infection across the forefoot. But this entire shoe is also blind seam, so you'll see there's no seams that actually stick out, they're all folded under. So it's a really great feature to this shoe. The other thing we like about this one is that it's got this Velcro adhesion. So when if we're elderly and we're having trouble reaching our feet or having trouble seeing our feet, laces can be a little bit of a problem to get on. And also slip-on shoes basically only stick onto your foot by jamming it in the foot and actually creating more pressure across the forefoot. So that can make the diabetic irritations worse. So we go with this Velcro adhesion. So even if you can't see very well, you can still find this big strap and it's very easy to get on and off. So that's the second feature we like about this shoe. It's got this nice firm heel counter, so it'll grip the foot and help to stop the foot from rolling in too much. That makes the shoe more comfortable across the workday. The other features of this shoe are it's got this tri-level insole. So if we look on the inside of the shoe, you can see that there's 3 depth adjustments. So we've got the liner and these 2 depth adjustments that are 4 millimeters each. What this allows us to do is, if we've got a particularly deep foot, we can remove 2 of these layers and create 8 millimeters of space. Or if we've got a custom orthotic, we can actually remove all of this and put the custom orthotic in and then adjust the depth of the shoe to comfort, which is a great feature because quite often what we find is to get a comfortable shoe with an orthotic, we need to compromise on how supportive the orthotic is or how much cushioning we've got in the orthotic. So we were able to take this out and create up to 8 millimeters of extra space, so we can have a nice full-length neoprene cushioned orthotic insole in the shoe, which helps to relieve the pressure on the underside of the foot and helps to relieve infection on the diabetic foot. It's got an anti-slip outsole. It's got a really nice midsole that helps to cushion and support the foot. That'll help to reduce the wear and tear on the and plantar fat pad atrophy. And it's a diabetic friendly shoe. So that's the reasons why we like the InStride AeroStride men's, and that's why we use it in the podiatry clinic. So it's a great shoe for any diabetic relatives that you have, or if you're a diabetic yourself. It's very comfortable, very easy to get on and off. It'll take your orthotic insole, support your feet, and reduce the amount of irritation and potential infection and amputation on your foot. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. It's very simple to do and it really does help us out. If you need further information on the topics discussed, please follow the links in the description and that will take you to our website where we've got more information on these topics. If you have a specific question that you'd like to ask, please comment in the comments section below and we'll do our best to make a video to address your question. If you have any further comments or questions, you can find us at ergonics.com.au and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.